Hey guys, I'm going to do another Golf Clash video here. I know I said I was going to do another Tour 8 video. I was doing one, and in between actually doing the video, for some reason it just shut down and crashed. I was doing it right towards the end of Tour 8, so now I have Tour 8 done. I do feel I have a lot of Tour 8 content, and the way that I was doing it there at the end is kind of the ideal way to go. I just feel like you might be missing some of the high quality shots because I really didn't hit a ton of them, but so I have Tour 8 mastered here, Tour 7 mastered, Tour 6, Tour 5, Tour 4, Tour 3, Tour 2, Tour 1. And I did go ahead and win 2 matches at the Tour 9 level as well. Here is my player card. I'm pushing 245 games, and I have 3 tours left. So Tour 11 is going to be brutal. I don't think I can grind it even with I'm trying to think of a way. Like, I've played so many Tour 11 games on my other account, and I'm trying to think of a way that I could even be competitive with guys with my bag. And to be honest with you, just nothing's coming to mind. So I feel like I'm going to need something from tournament chests or something. I need to unlock, more than anything, I need Apocalypse. I feel like I can make do with my sniper that I have for Tour 11, because a lot of guys are using sniper, and the fact that I'm forfeiting 10 yards to them, maybe I could stay competitive with a sniper if I get it to a 7. Maybe, and that's a big maybe. But in terms of driver, I really need to upgrade extra mile significantly. It would need to get to at least, at minimum, a 6. And I'm still a pretty good ways away from that happening. Aside from that, I could make do with hopefully Goliath. Right now I'm sitting at a 3. If I could get it up to a 4, I don't know when the next accuracy boost is, but I could maybe kind of use that. I am going to get into some Tour 9 stuff as well with you guys. Let me just discuss kind of your bag for setting up Tour 9 in this video as well. So I did switch over to sniper for Tour 9 for these few holes that I played, and it went rather well. It's not the greatest thing you could do. I feel like having more yards is more important. A hammerhead would be great. I don't even have the option at a hammerhead. I haven't even unlocked it yet. Like, my bag is really limited. So hammerhead gives a little bit more yards. I mean, it already starts out longer from the get-go. I think, sniper 6 versus hammerhead 2 is probably the point that those are about, that I would just be taking hammerhead. In the later tours, that's when sniper really becomes a beast. So once it hits that 9, you really need a hammerhead 6. And, the hammerhead, in my opinion, is the better club overall, but it needs to get to the point where it's almost maxed. And you can even see the stats, like it has it in power, it has it in top spin. It's very competitive, equal backspin. When you compare those, when you get towards the later end of the clubs. So it'd be really great to unlock hammerhead. That's really something that I'm hoping for. But for now, I'm going to use sniper pretty much exclusively on Tour 9. Now, there's a few holes that I'm a little worrisome about, but for most of the tiebreakers, I feel pretty confident. So more of where I'm not confident would be not making it to a par 5, and my opponent does. But that just comes with the territory because I'm playing guys now. Man, so in the Tour 9, I played 2 guys so far. I played 4 matches. Or no, 3. No, 4. I lost 1, so I played 3 matches. 2 of the 3 guys had Apocalypse. Apocalypse 2, and 1 had Apocalypse 3. And then the guy that had Apocalypse 3 also had Cataclysm 3. And it's just like, ugh. And of course, we got a par 5. So just to add insult to injury, it's like, how do you even go up against those 2 clubs, especially with me with basically half a bag here? Extra Mile 4, Sniper 6. There's no distance in that. Even Extra Mile right now is, it's just kind of an average distance club. Everybody has more distance and topspin than me. Nobody at this level has an Extra Mile 4. So I'm basically exclusively having to play people that are Extra Mile 6, Extra Mile 7. I've even seen Extra Mile 8 at this point. And Apoc 1, Apoc 2, Apoc 3. That's the highest I've seen, but I'm sure as soon as I play some more Tour 9 matches, they're going to match me up with a couple guys, I'm sure, that are going to have even higher than that. So that worries me a little bit. In terms of long iron, I'd say Backbone's pretty good. Goliath can be really good here. You really don't need Saturn for this tour, to be honest with you. So you can kind of stay away from that for this one. I'd still stick with your Thorn, unless your Claw's way up there. Maybe like a Claw 8. That would be the point that you might actually start considering that as an option. As soon as I get one more Endbringer card, I am going to switch to Endbringer for basically the rest of the game. Unless I get stuck at Tour 2 and for some coincidence like Rapier becomes like a 6 or an 8 or something crazy off the wall, then I might use it for a little bit. But Endbringer is the last wedge you need in the game, so even having that at this point is pretty good. Of course, Nirvana or Razor, you want to stick with one of those 2. And right now I'm still on Sahara. If you had, some guys have Spitfire, of course you would go with Spitfire over Sahara. Let's look at the stats. Even on basic, it already has me out accuracy. It already has me out distance. It already has me out topspin. Like it's a no-brain decision. Even if my Sahara would have to be a 7, and my Spitfire a 1, and it would be basically a tiebreaker at that point still, which is pretty pathetic. So Sahara eventually is going to leave my bag for sure. All I have to do is upgrade Spitfire there. And again, just, sticking to safe shots. I know I've said this in other videos, and if you could just keep it in the fairway, limit your mistakes, pull out certain balls when you need them. I mean, I'm having to pull out a Navigator every hole. I mean, I'm sure you've seen that in Tour 7 and Tour 8. I pretty much couldn't go anywhere without a Navigator because it got to the point where I have inferior clubs to everybody. So if I have a shortcoming, I can't put myself behind them and then not be able to get there on certain holes and then having them get there. So it's like I'm forced to at least hit a Navigator everywhere, and sometimes pulling out a Titan. It's going to be the same thing with this. I feel like Tour 9 is going to be brutal for me. I think I can get through Tour 9. I'm a little worried about Tour 10 and Tour 11 until my bag really starts developing. I need an Extra Mile 5 foremost. Like, I really need that now. I need that yesterday. So that is priority one. I really need it to be a 6, to be honest with you. If I'm going to play Tour 10, I need an Extra Mile 6. I feel like there's no way I'm going to be taking down these guys unless my Extra Mile is a 6. And I'm going to have to be, tightening everything, I feel, because I'm just so much shorter. And plus, not to mention, all these guys that I'm going to be playing against have tons and tons of tournament banners, which means they've won Titans, they've won Kingsmakers, so they can pull those out at will. If you want to look at my ball sack, no pun intended there, I have 3 pumpkins, I have a couple Marlins, I do have about 30 Kingsmakers that I've built up, 7 Titans, so not too impressive aside from like that. Those balls aren't going to carry me too far. And I haven't bought, I didn't have to buy the pumpkins, didn't have to buy any of the Kingsmakers. I just got them through chest. But aside from that, I've been basically using my gems to re-up my balls as necessary. So if you guys can kind of use some of that advice, and if you can set up your bag similar, I am going to be doing Tour 9 videos here shortly. I just wanted to give you guys a little update and explain to why. If you need more Tour 8 content, I'm sure I can come back down for a little bit and play a couple more holes there. I could probably do another eight holes there, no problem, and post a video of it. But I do think I have, for the most part, most of the content. I would just stick to the Guardian, the way that you've seen me do Guardian in those videos, and you should be okay with Guardian. I kind of breezed through Tour 8, and it's all thanks to Guardian. Anytime that somebody didn't have Guardian and I did, and the right hole came up, I instantly knew immediately I have this guy, and that was a good feeling to be able to have some of those moments. There was like 2 tiebreaker holes on that tour that I already knew I had the guy, just stepping up to it. So that was a good feeling. And aside from that, if you have any other questions or concerns, feel free to comment on my videos. I'll try my best to respond. And as I said, I will be posting some Tour 9 content. Now, I am a little busy this weekend, so I'm sure my videos in progress is going to cease here pretty soon. And I'm sure there's going to be a big gaping hole in some videos. But hopefully by Sunday, I should be able to post some more content for you guys. And then, of course, come Monday, I'm going to start tournament prepping for you guys. So look forward to that. And anything else, just feel free to comment, and I'll do my best to answer in my absence this weekend. So good luck.